When I come visit the Special Children's Center, I'm often overwhelmed by what I see. So much going on, so many beautiful smiling faces. And each smiling face tells a story. A story of success, a story of overcoming obstacles, and ultimately a story of triumph. Tonight, I'd like to share that story with you. In such a short time, the center has come so far. From its humble beginnings 12 years ago, with 3 young women volunteering for a twice-weekly after-school respite program, the center has blossomed into a large and growing network of services provided in 2 cities with hundreds of devoted volunteers and a dedicated staff of professionals. How did we get here? Ever since my wife Janine and her 2 dear friends, Mimi and Rachel, made a commitment to the cause of mentally and physically handicapped children, the needs of these special children have been a focus in our lives, and the children themselves have become a part of our family. Janine and her friends couldn't look the other way when they saw the desperate lack of support for families struggling under the burdens of raising a special child. Even for those children attending special schools, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. is a short day. Little or no opportunity existed for extracurricular support services outside of school. They took action. These women, along with whatever friends were available to volunteer, would spend every free moment driving around, picking up and dropping off kids at all hours, going to their homes early in the mornings to help out, or late in the evenings to get the kids ready for bed. Their dream was to rent an apartment where the kids could have their own place, a center, if you will. At their first official fundraising meeting, a potential donor challenged them by saying, although he knew the great need for their work, they themselves were so young. He said, what can they really hope to accomplish? Well, that was all these motivated young women needed to hear. Within a week of that meeting, they raised their first $20,000 and put it towards rent money at the first real center for special children. That initial comment of what can they accomplish became their challenge and their mission, setting them on a path of amazing accomplishment. People ask me, what's the secret of the center's success? And I answer them, it's really no secret at all. It's the result of sheer determination, will, and a powerful belief in the one above. Today, children come to the center for a variety of programs, including afternoon programs every day of the week, Sundays, weekly Shabbat programs, and even extended care as needed. Our summer camps provide a full day of fun and includes our newest innovation, Camp Sunshine, a unique division of the center where mainstream children can get the individual support they need.
From the minute Ellie was born, Janine and her crew, everybody was so wonderful, always there for us, anything we needed. And we were invited to come to camp and have fun, which was an amazing thing to see him interact with other kids. Last summer, when he wasn't even having anything to do with his own cousins, he was comfortable in a warm, loving environment, and we can't thank you enough. Thank you so much.
Camp affords us the opportunity to have him watched carefully, monitored all day long by the counselors, and it allows him to play and have fun just like any other kid. The counselors and the staff here are like angels. They really are the biggest gift.
The difference between having help in the afternoon, having a Sunday respite, is indescribable. And I've seen parents in Deal and in Lakewood benefit tremendously. And the energy and the enthusiasm and the inspiration that these young girls have and the care, the love, the devotion, it's incomparable.
I love Center! Center, the center of my heart! And when I get to camp, I get the feeling Center makes me want to reach for the sky. I just love the awesome.
The Max Harari Disney World trip is a winter retreat where the children are given the time of their lives. And to tell you the truth, I had an amazing time there myself. And meanwhile, it affords their families the opportunity for a much-needed midwinter break. Not only does our center here in Deal provide our special children with much-needed services, but our Lakewood programs also have grown to such a great extent that we are currently embarking on our most exciting project to date. A brand new state-of-the-art building in which to properly care for our beloved special children. Our Deal children benefit directly on an ongoing basis from these advances in Lakewood. And many of our local kids join their friends in Lakewood at the weekly Shabbat house, at summer camp, and many other events. Looking back, I can't help but be inspired at the journey my wife has led us on. Today, looking at the accomplishments of the children, we see the mirror image of that determination that started it all. These kids, despite the overwhelming obstacles that stand in their way, refuse to stop trying. They continue to raise themselves up beyond their limitations, finding strength in that inner voice. And that is what helps us all to be more than we ever thought we could be. My wife, the founders of the center, teachers, counselors, and therapists, and all of our dear friends and supporters continue to prove that when we dare to raise our sights up towards the impossible, then suddenly we're standing on mountains.